Hello everyone. Today we have to discuss the image formation by convex and concave lens, right? So we have already discussed the rules or the rays which we can use for image formation by these two lenses. The first one is if the ray is coming from focus, it becomes parallel after refraction. Second is if it is coming parallel, then it passes through focus after refraction. And the third is the ray going through optical center will pass through optical center undeviated. One more thing I would like you to remember is, this is a kind of trick you can say, that if you have this convex lens and this is f, this is f, this is 2f position and this is 2f position. If the object is at 2f, then the image is formed at 2f, same size, inverted and real. But if the object shifts right side, then the image also shifts right side. If object shifts left side, then the image also shifts left side. So this is what you have to remember while drawing the diagrams. So I'm marking all the points. This is optical center, this is optical center, this is optical center here, and this is also optical center, optical center here, right? This is f, this is 2f, again f, right? So we have 6 positions for image formation by these lenses, convex lenses. The first position is if the object is at 2f. That's what we are going to discuss. If the object is at 2f, then we have object at infinity, then object between infinity and 2f, then we have between 2f and f, then object at f, then between f and o. So these are the 6 positions for convex lens which we are going to discuss. So if the object is at 2f, right? So our object is here. Let's take 2 rays. Which rays are we taking here? First one is, which is the one which is passing parallel through the parallel to the principal axis and will pass through focus after refraction. So this one is parallel to principal axis, will pass through focus after refraction. Second ray, I will take the one which passes through optical center, will pass through optical center undeviated. So look at this. These two rays after refraction meet at 2f. So the object is and the image are of the same size. So we can write the characteristics here. Same size at at 2f, right? Real, inverted. So these are the 4 characteristics of the image formed here. Right? Now let's check the next case. When the object is at infinity, that means the rays are coming parallel to the principal axis, and the rays coming parallel to principal axis pass through focus after refraction through it. So that means this ray will pass through here, and second ray also we will take parallel to the principal axis. This will also pass through focus. So this is the second case. We can write the characteristics of image. This is point size at f, real because the rays are actually meeting, and real is always inverted. Right? Now we can take the third case. In third case, the object is somewhere between infinity and 2f. So you can take any two rays. The first ray I am taking is the one which is parallel to the principal axis. So this ray will pass through focus after refraction. When you are drawing the diagram in the exam, you have to remember the rule which I have told you to remember. This one. When the object is away from 2f, then the image will be formed between f and 2f. Because you know that at 2f, object position, image position is 2f. If object is beyond 2f, then the image is before 2f, right? So the image will be formed somewhere here. Second ray which we can take here is, we can take the one which is passing through the optical center. So during in the exam, I think you must take care of this thing, that you have to draw the image here before 2f. So you can draw a reverse thing. Also remember one of the most important point, that you have to mark the arrows for the rays. So here your image is inverted, right? So when the object is away, then the image is becoming small and small. So here the characteristics of image you can write. The 4 characteristics we are writing everywhere. The first one is size. So size is diminished. Second is place. So between f and 2f. Third characteristic is real because the rays are actually meeting. And fourth characteristic is inverted, right? Then we can take this case when the object is between F and 2F. So I can take the object here. I can take any two rays. The first ray which I am taking here is again the ray which is parallel to the principal axis. So it will pass through focus after refraction. Now look at this again. The object is moving towards the F. So the image will move away from 2F, right? So look at this, object moving this way, image moving this way. So your image will be somewhere beyond 2F. So let me extend this ray up to the place where it is beyond 2F. Second ray, which one can we take? We can take this one, the one which is passing through optical center, and we know that we have to form the image according to that beyond 2F. Though it will form at the right position, even if you are not doing this from the result, when you are taking all the measurements properly for 2F and F, right? So here our image is formed beyond 2F. Now it is enlarged. So four characteristics if we are writing. First is enlarged. Second is beyond 2F. Third is real, and fourth is inverted. Right? Then we can take the fifth case where the object is at F. So when the object is at F, we know that we can take the two rays as this one, the one which is parallel will pass through focus after refraction, and the one which passes through optical center will go undeviated. As you can see that these two rays are parallel, that means the image is formed at infinity. These rays will meet at infinity. So this is meet at infinity. So you can write the four characteristics as, first is highly enlarged, second is at infinity, right? And then real, and then inverted, right? Then we can draw this sixth case. The object between focus, this is your focus, this is the object. The object is between focus and optical center. So again the first ray which we are taking is parallel to the principal axis. So this will pass through focus after refraction. So what will be the second ray? Second ray we can take so this is diverging this way. That means we'll have to extend this ray here. So it will meet somewhere here, more far. It has crossed our partition. So this is our image. Right? So this sixth case is here. It appears to meet here. That means the image is virtual, and virtual is erect. You can see here. So the four characteristics are enlarged, then on the same side as object. Third characteristic is virtual, and virtual, why? Because we have to extend it here. And the fourth characteristic is erect, right? Then we have the two cases for concave lens. For concave lens, what all rays can we take? We can take the two positions. So object at infinity, and second is object between infinity and optical center. So for object at infinity, we'll have to take the parallel rays. These are the parallel rays which we are taking. So these will diverge after refraction. So that means these will appear to be coming from focus. So this is the focus. So what are the characteristics? So this is virtual, erect. Why virtual? Because we needed to extend it to find the point of meeting. This is erect, and then this is formed at F, and this is point size also. Then we have the last case where we can take the object anywhere between infinity and optical center. So here we can take one ray like this, and the second ray, optical center obviously. So second ray is passing through the optical center. The first ray is passing parallel to the principal axis. This will go undeviated, and this will refract in such a way that it will appear to be coming from focus, right? So this place where this intersection appears to take place, this is the image, this is the object. So you can say it is virtual, erect, diminished, and between, this is the point F obviously, between F and optical center. So this point is F, this point is F, right? So I hope you could understand how to draw the ray diagrams for concave and convex lens. So that's all for now. Have a nice day.